montage, right? This also happens with Johnny Harris's videos, even Cleo Abraham's videos. Where, like there was this video that Cleo Abraham made called, I think on F1, right? Where she spoke about this is the best sport ever, something like that she said. And then there is a montage being like Formula cars are going like this, and then there is like someone screaming, being like, oh my god, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, all of that stuff. Right? एकदम crazy चले जाता है ना? I know most of you guys are laughing there. Hey भाई, don't judge me on how I present. थोड़ा funny हो जाएगा ना तो. But yeah, and then this is how I think about the entire video. So what I like to do is I always like to add text first so that I plan it out and then I add whatever I want. So this is basically the story structure I'm going to follow. By the way, YouTube doesn't teach you this. YouTube will always show you how to use the tool, but I'm literally teaching you how will the story progress, where you will go from a hook to a controversial statement or a statement in general, okay? Then you will have some sort of B-rolls, then you will have the curiosity montage, and then you will directly jump into the video, and then you'll start talking about the video, okay? So now let's understand what are we going to do, especially with the flash cut effect. Let me just show you how. So first things first, to create that flash cut effect, what do you need? You require images, correct? To create that flash cut or that match cut effect, okay? So now for you to create that particular, image, okay, you'll obviously have to search for Donald Trump, correct? Taking a video on Donald Trump. And we have to show images of Donald Trump coming like very fast, okay? It has to cut fast. So it'll look something like this. You guys see this? All of these images are of Donald Trump, right? But there is a problem here. Okay. Most of these images that are there have copyright. But what if I tell you all of these images that you see are AI generated? These images of Donald Trump do not exist on the internet. Literally, these images of Donald Trump do not exist on the internet. And I was able to do this with a tool called Reeve.art. Okay, so if you go to Reeve.art, okay, and what I was able to do is like, there was like literally a lot of examples here. So let's actually take another example. Let's not do Donald Trump. Let's directly do like some other character so that you guys actually get to know that, yes, this is real. Okay, here, as you guys can see, there's Mukesh Ambani here. Okay, this, by the way, Mukesh Ambani's picture is not there on the internet. Okay, now let's actually pick up another famous celebrity. Okay, or maybe like, say, Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, you wanted to generate images of Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, so I'll say a close-up shot. Okay, or an extreme close-up, I can say, of Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, and then directly click on send. And now what's going to happen is Reeve will actually generate this particular image. That too very easily. And by the way, this particular image is also image generator is also free for like 100 credits or something like that you get. Okay, it was automatically able to find images of Shah Rukh Khan and now it will clone it. See, check it out. I'm actually very excited for you to see this. Previously what used to happen is like you had to like sit and train your images, right? You would require like some 10 images to sit and generate something. See, AI generated image, close up. AI generated image, close up. AI generated image, close up. Looks good? Yes or no? Right, and again, it looks like Shah Rukh Khan. It doesn't look like AI generated at all. And if you want to add more, say for example, here also it says, create a vintage film look grain, try different dramatic lighting angles. Let's click on try different dramatic light angles, okay, on the third image. Okay. Let's type in that. And now, let's actually have a different lighting angle. It's actually going to do it on all three images, I believe. Let's see. Are you guys excited to see what's going to happen? Don't you think this is the best time to be alive, where now you're just supposed to type what you want and you'll actually get it? If you told me 6 years ago that, or literally 11 years ago when I started my career, that I'm going to get something like this, look at this. Are you guys freaking kidding me? I got a side angle of the same image. I got a top-down lighting effect from the same image. I got a right-hand side angle of the same image. And again, with AI, right, like your first generation will always be your worst generation. You have to keep trying until you get the right one. Right? I just literally told, use this image to create the same lighting angle. It did it. Crazy, no? So this is how I was able to generate images of any celebrity that I want, or whatever. I mean, if you wanted to generate images of Elon Musk also, you can do it very easily here. Okay? So obviously, once I start adding all of this here, the problem is that it doesn't create that flash cut or that match cut effect, okay, which I want. So one of the best ways I like to do that match cut effect is always to match the eyes, because the eyes always tell the story well. So what if I had to match the eyes, okay, in this particular flash cut effect and make it look extremely good? Okay, this is how it will hook the audience. Check it out. I'm going to match it with the eye. Okay, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Do you guys see this? It's actually, this eye is in the same spot. See? And now it creates that flash cut effect. Try and find one element of the face where you're able to match it. Okay, I was able to use the eye here. Okay? Once this is done, then obviously you can add some more effects on top of it to make it look even more nicer. Okay? For example, what I like to do is I want to add that, you know, that static जो noise effect आता है, जो अपने TV वगैरह पे आता था पता है? Like previously when I used to have those CRT TVs, I want that effect on this. Okay? So what if I add that effect here and make it look like that? Check it out. You see that? कितना अच्छा लग रहा है. It looks so nice. Okay? And then finally, you add some final polishing. Okay? And this is how you can make it look like. Let me just go ahead in time here. Yeah. Let me zoom in. Let's hit play. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We will make America great again.
And the best part is we are able to take Donald Trump's voice, okay, and actually add it here to add more curiosity. Where you need to understand why Donald Trump is saying that we need to make America great again and all that stuff he's saying, no? Okay?
We will make America great again.
It's January 15th, 2017. Okay. And then let's add some more. Let's add some more curiosity. How about we actually add some text and make it look even more nicer? Ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We will make America great again.
Okay, just adding simple text on top of Donald Trump here. Again, I have not done anything complex. Anything is overwhelming here? Anything that I have done here is hard for you guys? If it's not hard at all, just put heart emojis. If it's not hard at all, just put heart emojis for me. If you guys are understanding everything. And again, I'm doing it in the most simplest way possible. Nobody will teach you like this, by the way, on the internet. Okay, awesome. Now let's go to the next slide and understand how to add stock footage. Now we've understood how to create the hook. Okay, we use the flash cut effect to do it. Now let's understand how to create these particular, stock image or the stock, I can just call it stock footage for now. Okay, so right now the video looks something like this. Okay, but यहाँ पे we have to add B-roll, correct? So now what we'll do is let's go ahead and start adding B-roll using AI. Okay, how? Let me show you. Let's directly go back here. Okay, and first things first, let's add some text. Okay, we've added some text which says January 15, 2017. And now there are 2 video clips here which I have created here. What if I tell you,
sworn in as the president
both
of the
these clips
United
are AI generated? Literally both of these. These are not real. If it looks real to you, I'm sorry, it's fake. Okay, let me show you how. So you can actually go to a site called Midjourney. Okay, Midjourney is one of the best tools to generate video. Can you guys see some of the examples here that they've put on their Explore feed? And nobody will be able to make out if it's AI or no. Right? Like literally, I'll tell you which one like I lost my mind on. Like this one though looks damn cool. Look at this. Like this one looks straight out of a fashion, like Vogue fashion magazine or something like that. Which is amazing, right? So let me actually quickly give you a walkthrough of like how we actually generate some of these clips. So let me just scroll down here and go to the part where I've generated some of these, some of these footage here. Again, let me just show it to you real quickly. And again, I would love to generate this in front of you guys, but what I want to do is I also want to show you like a lot of other things also that we keep doing. And by the way, these are all of the generations that we put on AVTV. Okay, you can already see Achina as well here, right, on screen. You guys see this? Some of the generations that we've done? Yeah, right here. Let me just click on this one. Okay, so do you guys see this shot here? this was actually AI generated, and you guys can already see the prompt that I've used. Okay, and if you guys also want to see like how the generation was made, let me just quickly find it for you guys. Yeah. Look at some of these generations here of the capital, US capital. Okay, if you want to show US, obviously you can show the US Capitol building, or you can obviously show the White House also, right? So that is something that you can do. And again, I'm just scrolling through because I don't want to go deep into this. I just want to show you how the edit looks like and how you can make it work. And we were working on a very nice anime sort of a project as well, which you can already see there are so many generations of. And the best part is you can keep using this to your advantage as much as possible, because now literally the power goes into your hands, where you're not sitting and manually creating something. अगर आपको ये After Effects में create करना रहेगा, it will take you forever to do this. But now your job is to pick and choose what is good and what is bad. When people say that, oh yeah, will AI replace my job? No, the answer is you still have the taste. AI doesn't have taste yet. It's a very good intern. आप उसको बोलते रहो क्या करना है. But at the end of the day, you are the person who selects things, right? You are the person who actually figures out how things work. Okay? That's something that's important. Okay? Awesome. So what I'm going to do is let me just skip this real quickly. Okay? And let's go to the next part of this particular masterclass. Okay? So I've already shown you how you can generate this particular clip. Okay? Directly generate the image, then generate the video, and you should be good to go. Do you guys want to see an example of how to generate an image and a video here? I'm just asking this just in case if you guys want to learn. Do you guys actually want to learn this? Do you guys actually want to see how... Cool, there are a lot of people saying yes, I want to learn. Cool. So let's actually generate one image quickly and make a video out of it. So let's use that same image that I generated previously. Let's use that same image. Perfect. So let me just say an aerial shot. Let's go to create here. Okay. An aerial shot of the US Capitol building. Okay. Cinematic style. Okay. Just a random prompt I'm putting in for now. Okay. Then select the settings that you want, 16:9 and all of that stuff, and then just directly click on generate. Okay. Once it starts generating, then what you can do is you can create videos here only on Midjourney. Midjourney previously used to just do images, but now it can also do text. Okay, do you guys see it's already generating like a really cool sort of a generation? Like already? Like बाहर से दिख रहा है कितना cool लग रहा है. Look at this. This actually looks like a part of some documentary, like some old vintage documentary. अगर इसका मेरे को एक वीडियो बनाना होगा तो what I'm going to do is I'm directly going to click on animate manually. Okay, animate image, like if I want to generate the video. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say an aerial slow zoom out shot or pull out shot, I can say, of the US Capitol building, cinematic style, and then motion should be low and click on generate. Okay, so now it will take this particular image and turn it into a video. Okay, and it will create it into a realistic looking video. Okay, so until this happens, let me just quickly show you how the video looks like now. Once I generate all of the images, all of the text, and sorry, not all of the text, at least all of the videos from AI. Okay, let's check this out right here. Okay, let me just play this one with all of the videos. 3, 2, 1, here we go. From here.
Bank. 11 kilometers from the international airport, a bank manager receives a handwritten note from someone who holds an account with the bank. The note asks him to quote, kindly withdraw a sum of $9,998,000 US dollars.
Do you guys see all of these videos? All of these videos are AI generated, by the way. And again, it's consistent style also, right? Where you can actually use the same style reference to create an entire shot which actually looks like it's part of the same shot or part of the same narrative. Okay, and if I had to just keep scrolling through, right? Look at all of this. And again, the same match cut effect, see? Looks damn good. Okay, all of this is AI, by the way. Where there's the car going, the people standing, all of that stuff. Okay? Is that clear, everyone? How do you add stock footage? How do you add AI videos and all of that? Let me just show you the output real quickly. See. You guys see that shot? अभी हम लोग ने AI image generate किया, अभी उसका ही video बना दिया हमने. कितना time लगा? How much time did it take us? None. Nothing. Look at this. This is literally cinema level freaking generation. And obviously you can take it to a different upscaler and make it 10 times better. And again, this is I think this is a low res version, by the way. Imagine if there is a high res version, what will happen? Right? Awesome. Chalo, let's go on to the next slide. So we are done with the flash cut effect. We've generated image also, right? I'm going to skip all of this stuff because this is all not required. Okay, we've already generated it using Midjourney. Okay, for example, if you just require the basic prompting technique, okay, you can obviously describe the image, then add motion or movement, then also understand the type of shot, and then finally put in the extra details. If you want to understand how to prompt, okay, always describe the image, always add a motion or a movement, what motion is happening in the shot, then also type in the type of shot, if it's a close-up, wide shot, extreme wide shot, ekdam like detailed, like handheld shot or whatever it is. And then finally add in extra details, say for example, cinematic style, vintage style, overlay style, whatever. Okay, you can add that here. Okay, this is just a simple framework for writing down prompts. Okay, and then obviously you can skip all of these. Okay, by the way, we also cover all of these AI tools extensively in our cohort. Okay, in our AV's video mastering cohort. Okay? So now let's also understand how do you create a vintage newspaper stack. Like one of the things that will happen is for you to show that this is actually very important or this is actually crazy, you can actually show real life newspapers where you'll be like, oh my god, ye sab hua hai. Did you guys see the video which I showed in the beginning where there was me highlighting the newspaper? Do you guys remember that? If you guys remember that, can I see a thumbs up? Yes. What if I tell you all of those newspapers are fake? And those newspaper headlines or whatever, everything is fake. Nothing is real. Literally nothing is real. Literally I was able to fake it and you guys were not even able to make out that it was actually real or fake, whatever. Okay, let me actually show you how I did it. So to do something like this, obviously, let me just quickly first show you how does that look like. Okay? So do you guys see this all of these generations here? Let me just take one of them. Do you guys see this? Los Angeles Times. Okay, this is fake, by the way. Second one, this is also fake. There's no such Wall Street Journal newspaper, by the way. Okay, third one, this is also fake. And by the way, I don't know if there is a company called The National. Right? Let me go ahead here. Okay. Then the Star Tribune. Star Tribune is obviously there. But look at this. All of this was AI generated, and look at the text, the way they've got the text right. This also, AI generated again. This one also. The Submarine Post. There is no entity called the Submarine Post. But here it is. Let me actually show you how I did it. Okay. So if you want to generate something like this, you can go to you can obviously go to ChatGPT. Okay, and then what you can do is you can directly go to the thinking mode here, and then what you can also do is also select create image. Okay, once that is done, you will obviously have to look for references as I've mentioned here. Okay, to create a stack like this. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is let's go to Pinterest quickly. Okay, and then let's actually search for our newspaper. Okay, so newspaper, let's search for newspaper. Newspaper design. Okay, let's search for newspaper design. So now you've already gotten like most of these examples right here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to select one of these, right click, save image as, okay, and save it on my desktop. Then what I'm also going to do is I will directly go to a new tab. I will look for, say, Donald Trump news. Okay, Donald Trump news. And here there is one India Today wala caption. Okay? What I will do is I'll just copy this particular title. Okay? Now what I will do is directly go to ChatGPT, click and drag this particular image that we used, okay, as inside ChatGPT, paste this particular title, okay, and say replace the title from the design above and put this title, okay, and then put it inside double inverted commas, okay, or in quotes, and replace the title and generate the image, and generate an image from the design above, and then directly click on enter. So now what did I do? I just directly gave it the image, I gave it the title, And now see what ChatGPT does. Guys, how much effort did it take us? And again, I'm actually showing this off. Why? Because this technology exists and nobody knows about it. And nobody uses it to their advantage. We literally have superhuman level intelligence here. So, might as well use it, no? So yeah, it's generating here, it's generating the image here. We'll come back to this. So let me just quickly just show you how I created that design also. Okay, so to create that design, obviously I opened up Photoshop. Okay, and let me show you how the Photoshop file looks like too. Okay, let me just open this up. Okay, let's go to, let's just scroll down right here. Probably I think it's there somewhere previously. Actually, is it generating this? I just want to wait for. Actually, this is generating here. No, let's first see this. I'm excited to see this first. Then I can show you the Photoshop one. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited to see what will happen? मजा आ रहा है? पक्का मजा आ रहा है? Are you sure? ये दिवाली का like best part है. Where I'm able to learn something new just by being here and just by listening. And I'm glad that you're here. Okay. So now the image has started generating and now I actually want to see what happens. ये तो crazy हो जाएगा. I can already see 25,000 Americans. It's got the text right. And by the way, this is AI. And remember, I've already told you that the first generation will always be the worst generation. Right? And obviously it's creating two different variations. So the second variation is also here, by the way. What did I do? Nothing. यहाँ पे it messed up here, but here it got it right. Let's just wait for the final image to generate. You see this? I just asked it to replace the title, it did it. Okay, and the best part is if you want to change the image also, I can also ask it, can you replace the image with replace the image in the newspaper with Donald Trump's close-up. I can do that too now. Where I'm just typing in and it's doing the job and giving it to me. Okay? So yeah. So obviously, just to quickly give you a breakdown of how this works like. Okay, so let me just close everything one by one and let me actually break it down scene by scene how it looks like. So first things first, obviously, if I had to turn all of these layers off, okay, what do I have here? I have a color here, okay, a color with a simple paper overlay, okay, or you can also call it a texture, okay. What is a texture? A texture is basically fabric for your design. If you don't understand what does that mean, just feel the cloth that you're wearing. Whatever, if you're wearing a t-shirt or a top or whatever it is, just feel the cloth. Does it have some sort of texture? Do you feel something? In the same way, for a design, you always need to add texture, right? Because it adds more depth to your design. Okay? Once that happens, then obviously you can just overlay it on top like this. You can add it one by one with a simple drop shadow. Okay? There's like a simple drop shadow. If I zoom in here, do you guys see there is some sort of shadow under the newspaper here? Okay? It's called a drop shadow. Okay? And once you add everything, this is how it looks like. Okay? So again, let's go to the next part here. And what I was able to do is I was able to create a highlight effect, which ideally people also create on the internet. Like most of your creators already do this very easily. Okay. And you guys see all of these different shots are AI generated. And I've just added the right font, the right text and all of that stuff. Okay. Now let's directly jump on to the most important part of this particular masterclass. Right? We've already figured out the visuals. Now we need to figure out sound. Okay, now we need to figure out sound because video is always going to be 50% audio. Okay, until this generates, let's go on to the next slide. I'll come back to this. Okay, so ये सब हो गया, ये सब हो गया, ये सब आ गया, ये सब हो गया, ये सब हो गया. ठीक है? My God, we've covered so much. Do you guys realize that you've been sitting here for a long time now? And I was able to do this very easily, right? So where is music and sound design used? Music and sound design is actually used to evoke emotion. It's very important for you to evoke emotion because with the emotion, people do not connect with your videos. When was the last time you watched a video without no music? Right? Have you ever connected with a video without no music? Especially for a documentary style video? No. Never. Right? So obviously you need to make sure that you find the right music. And what does music do? Music actually sets the tone, pace, mood and theme of the video. Okay? And then obviously you can actually select music through genres and moods, right? Genres is basically the type of music. Rock music ho gaya, pop music, hip hop music, classical music, whatever it is. And then connect it with the mood, maybe happy, sad or whatever. So what I've done is I've already gone to the liberty of adding some music to this particular sequence. Check this out. Let's just play one here.
2017, and in 5 days, Donald Trump will be sworn in as the president of the United States.
अभी पुष्टि हुई है कि रियल एस्टेट टाइकून डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने चुनाव जीत
By the way,
लिया।
do you guys hear the voiceover? That voiceover is also fake. That was done on 11 Labs. That voice doesn't exist anymore. Right? So that you actually don't use someone else's voice where you will actually fall in trouble. The best way, the way I showed it to you, you can just go there, select a voice and you can do it. Okay? Then obviously next up comes sound design. Okay? Once you add music, once you add all of that stuff, and again this is something that we go deep into our cohorts as well. Okay? Now let's add some sort of atmospheric sound. Okay? What is atmospheric sound? Something that adds more tension, more ambience to that particular video. For example, let me just play only this particular section with only Donald Trump's voice. And I will show you the before and after how it sounds like with and without atmospheric sounds. Okay? Come on guys, energy. Can I get the energy? Let's go.
We will make America great again.
Okay? That's how it sounds like. Now let's add some atmospheric sounds. Wear headphones if you want to hear this, okay?
We will make America great again.
It's January 15th, 2017.
You're able to add tension to his voice, right? Where it became even more, exciting. Then obviously you also have climax sounds. Again, we cover this mainly into our cohorts. Okay. So now let's listen to this when we add climax sounds. Everything in the color orange. Okay, this orange color right here. Okay, is all climax sounds. Listen to this.
We will make America great again.
It's January 15th, 2017.
And you heard that bass hit, the riser, the drop, all of that stuff. Do you guys hear that? These are all climax sounds. Okay? Then next up you have something called as essential sound. What is essential sounds? Sounds which actually match the action on screen. Okay? If there's something that is moving on screen or something that's happening on screen, add a sound to it. Okay? So everything in the color brown here is all atmospheric sound. All essential sounds. Okay? Check this out.
We will make
Do you guys hear that
America.
clicking sound? Do you guys hear that? That is all climax sound. Sorry, essential sound. I get confused with this. Okay? I mean, हाँ guys, continuously बात करते जा रहा हूँ. थोड़ा सा तो break दे दो मेरे को. I know some people of you guys are laughing. I mean, I'll catch you guys. अब पकड़ लूँगा तुम लोगों को. You guys are too sweet, man. चलो.
We will make
It sounds so
America.
much more better with sound, no? It adds so much more value. Okay? And then finally, you add movement sounds as well. Okay? Movement sounds are basically where you emphasize motion or movement. Okay? Everything in the color blue here, we are adding a sound to it. Check this out. See, on the text, when the text is moving up, we've added a sound to it. Okay? And now once I play everything together, this is how it sounds like.
We will make America great again.
It's January 15th, 2017. And in 5 days, Donald Trump will be
Do you guys
sworn
hear
in
that
as the president
the
of...
car sounds and the traffic sound and all of that stuff? That's also there right here. Okay, do you guys want to hear that? I have literally added all of that so that it adds value to your video. Check this out. Okay, not this one, this layer right here. This green color layer is your... Do you guys hear that? And if I play all of them together,
5 days, Donald Trump will be sworn in as the president of the United States.
अभी पुष्टि हुई है कि रियल एस्टेट टाइकून डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने चुनाव जीत लिया है।